Hey you guys, welcome back to another video.
I'm always doing the most, finish my cup and reload. Let it swing right back, let it swing right back.
Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for tuning in to another video. I just want to let you guys know that this set is going to be absolutely bomb. I've planned it out. It's still simple, it's still an acrylic design, but I am so excited to share it with you guys because I've got some of the new glitters that we are releasing at the end of March, which is so exciting. I'll be using, I will just share the colours with you. This one, which is our multi-rainbow stars, which I absolutely love. And I'll also be using the Brighter Days multi-mix, which again, I am absolutely loving this colour. So that is really exciting. I've got everything set up here, so I'm ready to go. And I've already prepped my nails, got everything ready. I've applied the XL Pro Square nail tips and I've just trimmed them to this really nice coffin shape, just like I did on this hand, but I've just saved the time. I've got my clear base on, so we're not here all day long, because honestly it takes me quite a while to get prepped and ready to go, and then it'd be like 2 hours of a job, if not longer, doing all the design and everything. So before we start, I just wanted to ask you guys really kindly if you could give this video a share, because that really helps everybody see it, helps get the video out there, and yeah, just across the pond, you know what I'm saying, which would be absolutely bomb. Another thing as well, give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know what you're doing today, and let me know if you're excited, because I know that I am. Also, if you see my stained finger in this video, I'm going to show you under here, it's because I've tried a lip stain on my lips and patted it in. And of course it's a lip stain, so it's stained my finger as well. Just in case anyone is wondering what that is throughout the video, thought I might as well get it out there already. Okay, so let's get into this set. So as I said, I've prepped my nails and everything, and I'm going to come in and what are we going to go in with first? I'm going to come in with pure pink at the nail bed area. So I'm just going to get my brush nice and soaked with monomer. I'm going to wipe it off and I'm going to pick up a nice bead of pure pink and I'm just going to drain the liquid on my brush. I'm coming to my nail now, I'm just going to apply it just before my cuticle area, allow it to level ever so slightly, and then I'm just going to pat it from side to side and push it up, and at the same time that I'm pushing that bead up, I'm going to tuck it into the cuticle as well and just get a really nice flush cuticle area. Using the belly of the brush, I'm going to pack and pat the product down so that it's nice and flat and even. You don't want to kind of leave a bulbous or thick area anywhere. Make sure the side walls are tucked in. I've got a little hair. God, isn't that so annoying when you get a little hair in your nail? Honestly, it's the most annoying thing ever. I'm hoping that I can either get it out. Let me see. Almost, almost. Yeah, I think I've got it. I mean, I'm blinded by the lights, but I think I've got it. Okay, so I've got my pure pink on there, and now I'm going to come in. I'm actually going to add just a little bit more of that pure pink, because I can see here that I've just missed a slight bit, and I do want that bit to be concealed. I'm only going to apply it nice and wet because I'm coming in with my chunky glitter. Okay, so I'm going to pop some clear acrylic on the free edge, and I'm just going to apply that nice and wet, because all that's going to do is act as a base for our glitter to stick to, basically. It just means that it's going to come off the brush easier. So I'm going to get my brush saturated with monomer, drain some of that liquid on the side of my dish. I'm going to pick up a nice bead of clear, and then I'm going to come into that Brighter Days glitter mix which is absolutely stunning. It makes me smile so much because it's so bright and beautiful. So I'm just going to pat that into position, making sure that we don't have a chunky kind of build-up of glitter and that we have spreaded it out and made it, you know, beautiful, looking good. You don't just want a clump of glitter. I am going to leave the free edge slightly clear as well, just right on that tip. I just love the look of that. I think it just looks more interesting. So pretty. Okay, so now we have our glitter applied there. I'm going to come in and just add some of the stars. So I'm actually going to just pick up some of the stars at random and just put some onto the paper towel. And this is just going to mean that I can choose, if I want any specific colour, I can easily just select whichever one I want to place on the nail. So I'm going to pick up some clear acrylic and just pop it on. I'm just going to pick up, I'm not going to add a lot of the stars onto this one. I'm just going to pop a couple just so they're kind of in there and incorporated into the set. So I'll just probably add maybe a small pink one as well. And as you can see, it's not super prominent. You can't really see them, like, they're not just like obvious that they're there. You kind of have to look into the nail and see it. And I really love that about nail designs when you're layering glitters, seeing everything come through and just really looking into it. Honestly, bomb. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next nail. And I am going to do some, let me think what I'm going to do. I'm going to do candy pink at the free edge. So I've picked up my nice bead of candy pink, and this is a duo marble powder. So I'm placing it on the nail, and we need to work with it nice and wet because I want it to be a solid colour. I know one of you guys as well did comment on my last video if there is a video of these powders being used as a marble, and I think I definitely have used them as a marble powder, but it isn't a dedicated specific video, so I am going to make sure that I do that for you guys because I know that some of you will probably struggle with that. It's not just an easy straightforward powder, it's a little bit more of a, you need to learn how to use it. So I will be sure to dedicate a video on that so we can learn together and I can share the tips on that with you guys, and then we can, you know, everyone can have the confidence to use them as well. So I've got my pink on there. Now I'm going to come in with the pure pink cover. I'm just going to apply a little bit over where the colour is starting, and that's just going to conceal that line. I'm not too fussed about concealing it completely because I'm going to be coming in with some glitter as well. So I'm just brushing that down the nail, and I'm going to get a cuticle bead now. I'm going to drain that liquid. Apply it just before the cuticle and blend that in. Make sure we have a nice cuticle area. Okay, so now we have that applied. I'm just actually going to apply a slight bit more. I just want that a little bit more built up. and just working that product around the cuticle area and making sure to tuck it in really nicely and get it seamless as well. We will take care of that as well when I am filing. We'll make sure we come around and just seal that in with the file as well. So now that I'm happy with that, I'm going to pick up some clear. I'm just going to run it across that blend line, and I'm going to pick up the stars, and I'm just going to place those on the nail. I did this in my last set, and honestly, I did it with yellow actually at the free edge, but the look of it, it was just absolutely stunning, so I just had to put it on my nails as well. So that's what I'm doing here. You can see I'm just placing those stars randomly. I actually want green. Kind of is a light green, I suppose. I'll pop a purple one in there. Look how fun that is. It looks so pretty. So now I'm just going to pick up some of that Brighter Days glitter mix, just a really tiny amount on my brush, and I'm just going to kind of dot it between and bring that colour through the nail. And there's a little bit there that I just didn't want, so I'm wiping it off on the paper towel, because if you don't want it there, don't have it, you know, take it off if it's not dried, of course. Look how pretty that is, honestly. It looks absolutely stunning. So I'm just making sure that everything's how I want it and where I want it to be, and I'm pretty happy with that. I think that looks really pretty. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next nail now, and for this one I'm just going to do a full nail. I think I'm going to do a full nail of pure pink, because I'm going to come in with some Aurora pigment over the top. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And this is going to look so pretty. I absolutely love using the pigments, they are magical. Taking off that liquid and just applying the product. Making sure that we allow it to level for a second and then pull it down the nail. Make sure you keep those side walls tucked in. You don't want to kind of bulk out the nail and it become really wide. You can of course rectify that when you're filing, but it's better at this stage if you keep it nice and, you know, just even and basically the shape that you want at the end, because then it's going to be less work with the file. So I'm just applying more beads until I've completely covered this nail. I am building the structure with this as well, as it is a core powder. I'm not going to need to come in and cap it in clear. So I'm just picking up another bead, draining that liquid, and the reason I'm draining the liquid as well is because I want the pink to be quite opaque and I really want to see it come through. If you have more liquid in your brush at the time you're picking up the product, it's going to make a powder be more sheer and not as opaque. So there we have it, it's looking gorgeous. I say there we have it, it's not done. I need a cuticle bead on there, but I had to admire it midway because it looks so pretty. Popping that bead on the nail, pushing it up, and then sealing it in with the brush and blending down. Got another hair again, jeez, honestly. I'm just gonna add another bead at the free edge. Probably one in the center as well. So I'm just patting it to each side and then I'm going to pull it back up the nail. Just missed a little bit, so I'm gonna have to come in, of course, and just apply some product here, otherwise it's gonna be weak. We don't want weak nails. Okay, so there we have it. We have that full nail applied. It's looking super pretty. I'm just going to come on to the pinky finger and I'm going to do that here. How am I going to do it? What I'm going to do is apply some candy pink at the cuticle area, and then we're going to come in with the Brighter Days loose glitter and do a glitter fade to a glass tip, because that will be bomb. I've just killed that nail. I'm going to fix it really quick. There we go. Luckily that hadn't set. Right, so I'm coming in with candy pink, cleaning out my brush again. Just picking that up, just a small amount. Tiny bit, because I want to make sure that I can blend out the product and get a nice colour at that cuticle. And as you can see, I'm using it super wet because it is a design powder. We don't want to build up any thickness with this product. We're just going to come in and create the design. So I'm just tidying up around the cuticle. Probably used that a little bit too wet. As you can see, it kind of ran back into my cuticle, which that is what you want to avoid. So if that's happening a lot to you, it just means your ratio is off. You're using the product too wet, because that shouldn't be happening. You should be able to control your product fully. Of course, there's going to be the odd time where it happens, but you should be avoiding it at all costs. So I'm going to do a little bit more of that, and I'm just building it up, making sure the colour is opaque and really pretty, and just positioned, couldn't say that word then, positioned where I want it. Just need a little bit more. Just down there. And then I'm cleaning it up. As you can see, I'm making sure that on my paper towel, I'm getting my brush to this nice flat shape, and then I'm bringing it around the cuticle and cleaning up that area. So now I'm going to come in with some crystal clear. I'm just going to place that onto the nail where I'm applying my loose glitter. And I'm going to pick up the loose glitter and just place that into the clear acrylic that we applied. And because we've applied it really thin, it's not going to bulk up the nail. We're simply using it just to release the glitter off, because it's so chunky it can be dry and then it just won't kind of stick to the nail and release off the brush easy. Okay, so that is that nail finished. How stinking gorgeous. I'm going to go ahead and do the thumb the same as the ring finger. Just a full nail of pure pink. So I'm just cleaning out my brush. As you saw there, some of that chunky glitter kind of slipped between my bristles, and when you come to apply just a solid colour, they can be really sneaky and kind of just, you know, end up on the nail, which is really annoying. So it's important to come back in, clean out that brush, fan out the bristles, and just get ready to apply the new colour. So I'm picking up pure pink, draining out that liquid, and then I'm going to place it on the nail. Whilst I'm doing this nail as well, I just want to take the opportunity just to say you guys are bomb. And honestly, the comments on my most recent videos, the way we have the new setup, they are so nice. You guys are enjoying them so much, and yeah, it just makes the hard work worth it, because honestly it really is difficult. And it takes us ages, doesn't it, babe? It takes us so long to get set up, get everything ready for you guys like you wouldn't believe, seriously. So the fact that you guys are loving them and enjoying them, it just makes me so happy. So the next step is, if you could please share the videos, get them out there a bit more so that everybody can see them, see the hard work we're putting in as well. That would be much appreciated. And a thumbs up and a like. I know it's the same, but I'm gonna forever say that. Forever. I'm just coming in with my cuticle bead on this nail, and then we'll be ready to cap in clear. Just going to add a tiny bit at the free edge just to build that area up. It's important to check your nail from all angles and just make sure that everything's there, because you can come in and add a bit more if you feel like it needs it. It's better to add it and then file it into shape than kind of begin filing and think, oh gosh, I've missed a bit. I could have done with a little bit more here. So then when I come in and shape it, I've got the room to kind of play and give it the shape that I want. But obviously you don't want to build up a super thick nail, so it's just getting that balance right. But once you've got that, it just becomes so much easier to shape your nails. shape your nails. Sounded funny. Okay, so I am practically done here. I just need to go ahead and encapsulate them, but they are looking so pretty. I can't wait to get the Aurora pigment on here. It's gonna look absolutely stunning. So yeah, I'm gonna just cap a nail with you guys on camera, and then I'll finish the rest behind the scenes. So I'm just gonna wet this nail, and then I'm gonna pick up a bead of crystal clear, take out a little bit of liquid, and I'm gonna begin to cap the nail. Also guys, I forgot to mention as well, if you want to check out my beginner series, I have a full playlist which I've started. I've got quite a few videos in there, so I think you'll enjoy watching those. Be sure to leave it on the screen somewhere, either up there or up there. I'm not sure which side it's at. But yeah, I think you'll enjoy that. I go into detail on things like the basics of applying tips, shaping tips, forms, brush prep and everything like that, so definitely check that out if you're interested in beginner series as well. Okay, so I've capped that nail. I'm gonna go ahead and encapsulate the rest of these nails, and I will be back with you guys in just a minute, and we will be top coating and applying some Aurora pigment. I'll just be a second. Jesus guys, honestly, filing is not my thing. That takes me so freaking long. I just need to hire somebody to do that part, because honestly, I am over it. Okay, so now that I have finally finished filing, I'm gonna go ahead, top coat, and apply some Aurora pigment, which is one of my absolute favorite things ever. Why are you laughing at me? Please, just notify me of the problem.
No problem.
Okay, let me just pick up the rose gold. Did I say rose gold? No, I didn't. I'm thinking of rose gold because of your beautiful headphones that you're wearing, babe. I meant Aurora pigment. Yes! Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is the beautiful Aurora pigment, which I absolutely love. Oh god, I've just dunked my finger in it. Let me just wipe that on my leg. And I'm gonna use the No Wipe top coat, which is the Super Gloss. My absolute favorite. You guys know it is. It's freaking bomb. So the two nails that I had just the pink on, we're gonna go ahead and top coat those. Oh gosh, got a bit of filing under my nails. We're just gonna go ahead, top coat those and cure them for a full 60 seconds, and then we're gonna apply that pigment, which is magical, literally pure magic. And if you don't believe me, just watch. Honestly, you're gonna be blown off your bloody seats. I am every single time I use it. It's freaking bomb. So coming in with the super gloss, getting this all applied. You're gonna make sure you've got it nice and even, because any pigment that you apply over the top of a kind of uneven surface, you're gonna really see all of the flaws and imperfections. So for starters, your base needs to be nice and even and as smooth as possible. And then you want to come in with a nice top coat that's got a really, just a beautiful, you know, plump finish. Just like super gloss. And make sure you've not got any bits in it as well, because that's going to be an issue. I've just saw a little bit on the end there. It could be a bit of filing, you know, anything, but it's just going to cause like bumps and imperfections in the pigment once you apply it. So I've got that one done there. Look how gorgeous. And I'm just going to quickly do my thumb. In fact, I'm going to flash cure that, because I was holding my hand this way. The pigment, the top coat may well just kind of, you know, slither to the side walls, and we don't want that. So I'm quickly, oh, my lamp's died. Quick, plug it in, darling. I need to charge my lamp. I'll be 1 minute. I'm just going to plug my lamp in. It's a, you know, rechargeable lamp. I've not charged it in months. So I'm just going to get my assistant here to plug it in. I'll be at just a moment. Okay. So I'm back. The lamp is in and I am flash curing my top coat. And then I'm coming in with my thumb and I'm just going to quickly top coat that. Honestly, we saved the day then, babe, didn't we? Well, now, saved the bloody day. Making sure, and I'm not capping the free edge at this point, because that's what I'm going to do when I come and top coat the pigment, because then it's gonna, the top coat will be able to grip onto that free edge. Whereas if we top coat and then top coat over the top of the top coat, it's going to be a struggle. I know that was a little bit too much to handle for you guys. I know, you wasn't ready. But yes, I will show you what I mean. So I've come in. I have got a bit of that pigment in there already, you can clearly see, but I had a bit on my nail and it's just spread around. But I've top coated that now, so I'm going to fully cure. Ooh. Ooh. Notice some bumps and lumps. Let me see if I can show it. Can you see when I do that? The top coat's leveled, but I must have had some dust in there. But that would look terrible when I come to add the pigment. So I'm just swiping across and I'm going to get those out, because we want it to be super smooth. I probably should have washed my hands to get rid of all of the dust, but I'm really lazy and I didn't want to move. Nothing new there, is the babe?
Nothing there.
Honestly.
You stay right there.
I will, I will.
I got this for you.
Bring me the water.
Water.
Thank you. Okay, so let me show you. Now you can see that there's no bits in there. The top coat is super smooth. So I'm going to go in and cure it for 60 seconds. I'm just going to I don't know which ones. Thermal flakes. Okay, so I've cured my nails. Woo! And we are ready for the magic to happen. Normally I would kind of just use my finger, but my nails are so long I can't get them in the pot. Like, it just doesn't work. So we have the pigment and we're just gonna use our silicone tool set, just one of them, and we're gonna, ooh, wow. pure magic, honestly. Oh yeah, that looks bloody good. Can you see it? Look at that, isn't it good? Yeah. Oh yeah. That's so beautiful. Okay, let me carry on. Honestly, I could look at that all bloody day. So I'm just using the silicone tool set to really buff in, rub in the Aurora pigment, and because it's going over pure pink, which is a kind of cool toned cover powder but with a pinky cool tone, it's not like a nude or you know, warm. It's giving it that really oof beautiful glow, and it's so pretty. Oh, I forget how much I love that pigment. It's because my mum and Auntie Juju have been using it, making me jealous. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna bash it on my nails as well. Bloody heck, loving it. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the thumb, and you really, can you see how much? I'm literally not even using much of that product. It just takes a tiny bit, and you just dip it in and buff it in, and it just looks so amazing. Well, bloody well then. That gets everywhere. Damn. Okay, so I'm coming in with my mini dust brush, and these are so freaking cute. If you haven't got one, you should definitely invest because it's the bombest thing ever. I know it's just a mini dust brush, but it's just so good for getting rid of bits of things. Really delicately dusting away. Not just dust, pigments, glitter, the lot. So I'm just dusting under my nails as well, and the top with a very delicate hand, just to get rid of those excess particles of pigment. I'm just going to use my finger and gently buff that a little bit more, just to make sure it's super on there. And that is how we are looking. Absolutely in love with that. So now I'm going to go ahead and I need to top coat all of the nails, so that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the super gloss. I'm just going to place the lid over that, and I'm going to use the super gloss to top coat all of my nails. So we'll start off up here. How pretty is that? Oh my golly gosh. She is pretty. I'm looking forward to seeing the middle finger with the stars and candy pink. Let's get into this. Capping that free edge. I've not just gone right up to the cuticle just yet, and I've kind of a little bit. That is so pretty. Okay, so moving on to this one. This is going to be my favourite, just can see it. Well, my favourite glittery one. I love the Aurora ones, honestly. Absolutely gorgeous. Ooh, look at that, that is so cute. I need to swap that round. How pretty is that? Oh my gosh. I'm just going to do the end of this one and then I'll finish top coating off camera, just so I can make sure I've got all the way up to those cuticles, because I need to, like, you know, get it right up to my face, otherwise I can't see what I'm doing. You guys know the score with that. Okay, so that's where we are at. I'm gonna go and finish up top coating and I'll be back in just a second. I'm excited. Okay. What is it then? Like, hold on to it. This girl is on This girl is on fire. Oh my god, babe, come and have a look at these. Oh, look. That good? Oh my god. Honestly, they are freaking buying on me. Shook to the core. Literally stunning. Let's swap to some of the close-ups. Okay guys, so that was the final look. I really hope you loved how it turned out. I am absolutely in love with them. I think they look absolutely gorgeous, and Babes is obviously dead on the floor because they were so freaking bomb. If you love this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below which part was your favourite bit, because I know what was mine. My singing. Okay. What is it then? Like, hold on to it. This girl is on This girl is on fire. Jokes, babe, it was you. Honestly, you guys are bomb.com lit as fuck, and don't ever let anybody tell you any different, because you've got this and I love you. Bye. Mwah. See ya. Don't want to be you. Actually, I would love to be in. You guys rock, honestly.